I want to talk about the power of the LLC. So I had a lady come to me and she was paying a lot in taxes. And she said, "Hey, Tabitha, why am I paying so much in taxes? What am I missing here?" So I immediately said, "Hey, let's schedule a strategy session and let's go over your paperwork. Let's go over these prior tax returns that you have submitted to the IRS and let's see what's going on here and let's see what we can change moving forward." So, as we set the strategy session, I reviewed her taxes and I immediately seen that she needed to be in a different structure of the LLC, which means a different election and how she's being taxed. So I immediately seen that she was making a significant amount of income and limited expenses. So one of the first strategies I saw there was she needs to be an election of an S corp, meaning that when she filed her LLC, she filed it immediately as a disregarded entity to IRS, which means that this LLC is being taxed as pretty much doing business in her name, right? It's the same level as that. Let's talk about the different elections. So when you register your LLC at the Secretary of State, you are automatically registered as doing business in your name, right? You are pretty much on the level of a sole proprietorship. Now, there's other elections on how you can be taxed with this LLC because this is a hybrid entity. You can be taxed as an S corp, you can be taxed as a C corp, and you also can be taxed as a partnership if there's more than one name that's being registered with this LLC. I have seen in my time of doing taxes that sometimes we have more than one person on the LLC and we are still filing on a Schedule C, which is the improper way of filing. But back to the story. So I seen that she was filing as a disregarded entity, as pretty much on the level of the sole proprietorship. And with that being said, she was paying a lot in what you would call self-employment taxes. So what I did with her was, hey, I said, let's change the structure. Not change the structure, but change the election to an S corp, and let's put you on a payroll within your company. And that's what we did. So we shifted that around. And then I went through her expenses and realized, hey, we need a more automated system where you are separating fully your business from your personal. After we separated her business and personal expenses, we went through her expenses and realized she was missing a lot of deductions. So because she was missing a lot of deductions, she was also overpaying in taxes in that area as well. So the moral to the story is get a professional to review your taxes, especially if you're doing taxes on your own, or maybe you are working with a professional and there's something in your gut that's just telling you like, hey, I am paying way too much in taxes. I need a strategist to really look at this. So moral to the story is we were able to save her a lot of taxes from a prior tax return that was already submitted. So she was able to get back some of her money, some of her savings there. And then on top of that, moving forward, the next year that was filed, she was able to save over a half of her amount in her bill to keep more money back in her company so that she can grow her organization. Here's the thing. We need to know when we file this LLC, which election works best with your goals and growth in your company. Again, just pay attention, guys, because we don't need to be overpaying when we can be saving.